Alright, here's our first video on solving a multi-step inequality. There will be a second video with some slightly different problems as well. So, make sure to watch both, see what will help you out here. When you solve an inequality, regardless of how many steps you want to, if you're looking for some steps to follow, first I would distribute, if you have anything to distribute. After that, you want to get your variables on the same side. And once you have done those first two steps, then you just solve like you would solve any two-step equation. If you look at our first example, 7x minus 5 is greater than or equal to 30. I don't have any distributing to do. I don't have x's on both sides of the inequality, so I can just start with the solving piece. When you solve a two-step inequality, you start with your addition or subtraction first. So we are subtracting 5. Opposite of that is to add 5 to both sides. So we have 7x is greater than or equal to 35. From here, x is being multiplied by 7. The opposite of that would be to divide by 7. There we go, get that out of the way. Alright, 7's cancel. We have x is greater than or equal to 5. On a graph, we would put 5 in there. Here's 4, 5, and 6. This would be a closed circle because of that or equal to. We're going to include the number 5 in our solution, and then everything greater than that. So we will shade to the right. Alright, next example. Whoa, erased my 1. Kind of go through how we would do any solving. First, do you have any distributing? Well, yes we do. We have that negative 3 out front. So we can go ahead and distribute the negative 3 to both terms inside our parentheses. Be careful with your positives and negatives. It's easy to make a mistake in this step. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times a positive 2 is a negative 6. Is greater than 12. So we took care of distributing. Now, do we have any variables on the same side? We don't. We want the variables on the same side, but we don't have them on different sides. So now we're ready to just solve our inequality. One thing you can note with this problem, if you notice, we have, this is a negative number connected to your x. That negative 3 connected to the x with multiplication or division, that's kind of a heads up for us that we will end up dividing both sides by a negative number, which will flip our inequality. So right now I already know I'm going to flip the inequality when I get to that step. But to continue solving, we'll undo the subtracting 6 by adding 6 first. So we have negative 3x is greater than 18. And now here's the step where if you divide both sides of an inequality by a negative number, it's going to flip the inequality the other way. So instead of a greater than, x is now less than negative 6. Alright, so number line, here's your negative 6. Coming from the right, you've got negative 5, negative 6, then negative 7. This will be an open circle on negative 6. We don't include the negative 6 with our answer. And x is less than that value, so we will shade everything less than, which will be on the left side out of our number line.